The jungle air hung thick and heavy. 1,000 shades of green surrounded us. The Andes Mountains loomed large in the distance. This was it. The start of our adventure to the Lost Canyon of Peru. This place was shrouded in mystery. Local legends whispered of its existence. Ancient stories spoke of a hidden city, a place untouched by time. We were a team of explorers driven by curiosity and a thirst for the unknown. Our mission was clear: to locate the canyon, document its secrets, and return to tell the tale. The journey ahead was daunting, we knew that. But the challenge was part of the allure. It was what fueled our spirits. We checked our gear one last time: maps, compasses, ropes, and first aid essentials, all meticulously organized. We were prepared for anything, or so we thought. The jungle had a way of testing you, pushing you to your limits. But we were ready to face it head on. With a shared nod, we plunged into the jungle. The foliage swallowed us whole. The air grew damp and cooler. The sounds of civilization faded away. We were entering a different world. A world of ancient trees and hidden wonders. The adventure had begun. The jungle was relentless, a maze of tangled vines and towering trees. The air buzzed with insects. The forest floor teemed with life. Every step was a battle against nature, but also a dance with it. We followed ancient trails, made by creatures long gone. The path was treacherous. Slippery rocks and hidden roots threatened to trip us, but we persevered, driven by the promise of what lay ahead. The deeper we ventured, the denser the jungle became. Sunlight struggled to penetrate the canopy above, casting the forest floor in an ethereal gloom. We moved cautiously, always alert. The jungle was home to a variety of creatures, some harmless, others deadly. We spotted monkeys swinging through the trees, their calls echoing through the foliage. Brightly colored birds flitted through the undergrowth, their feathers a stark contrast to the green backdrop. We encountered snakes basking on rocks, their scales shimmering in the dappled light. Jaguars prowled in the shadows, their eyes glowing like embers. The jungle was a reminder of the raw power of nature and the importance of respect. Days turned into weeks. The jungle seemed endless. Just when our resolve began to waver, we found it. A break in the trees. And then, we saw it. The Lost Canyon. The sight took our breath away. It was more magnificent than we could have imagined. Towering cliffs carved by centuries of erosion rose up on either side of us. A ribbon of emerald green snaked through the bottom. It was a scar of green in the heart of the mountains. Waterfalls cascaded down the canyon walls, their roar echoing through the air. The spray from the falls created a fine mist. It hung in the air, catching the light. Rainbows danced before our eyes. This was a place of immense power. The air was alive with the sound of rushing water. The scent of damp earth and exotic flowers filled our nostrils. We stood there in awe, silent witnesses to nature's grandeur. The Lost Canyon was real, and it was even more spectacular than any legend had suggested. The descent into the canyon was thrilling. We rappelled down sheer cliff faces, hundreds of feet above the canyon floor. The wind whipped at our faces. Adrenaline coursed through our veins, but the views were worth every heart-stopping moment. The rock face was a tapestry of colors and textures, millions of years of geological history on display. Ferns and orchids clung precariously to the cliffs, their roots burrowing into any crevice they could find. As we descended, we spotted hidden caves, their entrances shrouded in mist. These caves were home to thousands of bats, their tiny bodies silhouetted against the fading light as they flew out to hunt. The air was thick with the sound of their high-pitched squeaks. We continued our descent, the canyon floor drawing closer with every passing moment. Finally, our boots touched solid ground. We had made it, the heart of the Lost Canyon. It felt like we had entered a different world, a hidden paradise, untouched by the passage of time. The canyon floor was a haven of life. Giant ferns unfurled their fronds towards the light, and exotic flowers bloomed in vibrant hues. The air was thick with the sound of insects and the calls of unseen birds. We set up camp by a crystal-clear stream, its waters cascading down from the heights above. As we explored the canyon, we began to uncover signs of a lost civilization. We stumbled upon ancient ruins, swallowed by the jungle. Stone structures carved with intricate designs hinted at a people who had lived here centuries ago. We found pottery shards, their surfaces decorated with strange symbols. We discovered tools and weapons crafted from obsidian and bone. Each artifact was a piece of a puzzle, a glimpse into the lives of these mysterious people. Who were they? What had become of them? The jungle held its secrets close. We documented everything we found, taking photographs, making sketches, and recording our observations. We treated each artifact with the utmost respect, for they were the echoes of a forgotten past, a reminder that we were not the first to be captivated by the allure of the Lost Canyon. Days turned into a blur of exploration and discovery. We hiked through dense forests, following trails blazed by animals. We swam in hidden lagoons, their waters fed by waterfalls cascading from the cliffs above. We climbed to vantage points, rewarded with breathtaking panoramas of the canyon. At night, we gathered around the campfire, the flames casting flickering shadows on our faces. We shared stories and laughter, the vastness of the night sky above us ablaze with stars, the sounds of the jungle providing a constant backdrop. We learned to live in harmony with nature, to respect its power and appreciate its beauty. We became more than just a team. We became a family, bound by our shared experiences and the challenges we had overcome together. We learned to rely on each other, to trust each other implicitly. The jungle had a way of stripping away pretense, revealing the true character of those who dared to enter its embrace. The Lost Canyon was more than just a geographical wonder. It was a test of our limits, a journey of self-discovery. It forced us to confront our fears, to push ourselves beyond our comfort zones, and to discover a strength we never knew we possessed. It taught us the importance of resilience, of never giving up, even when the odds seemed stacked against us. It taught us the power of teamwork, of how much more we could achieve when we worked together towards a common goal. But most importantly, it taught us humility, to stand in awe of the natural world, to recognize that we are but a small part of something far greater than ourselves. The Lost Canyon was a stark reminder of the beauty and fragility of our planet, a call to action to protect these wild spaces for generations to come. Leaving the Lost Canyon was bittersweet. We had grown accustomed to its rhythms, its challenges, and its rewards. But it was time to return to civilization, to share what we had learned. As we made our way back through the jungle, we couldn't shake the feeling that we were leaving a part of ourselves behind. But we also knew that we were taking something invaluable with us. The memories of our adventure, the bonds we had forged, and the lessons we had learned. The Lost Canyon had changed us. It had opened our eyes to the wonders of the world and to the boundless potential that lay within each of us. The journey home was a time for reflection, for processing all that we had experienced. We knew that the world outside the jungle was a different place, but we were determined to carry the spirit of adventure with us, to live each day to the fullest, and to inspire others to do the same. The Lost Canyon may have remained hidden for centuries, but its impact on our lives would be felt forever, for we had discovered something truly remarkable within its depths: ourselves.